Imagine. 1998, Antarctica, the coldest and most remote part of the planet. It's a place where the sun doesn't shine for almost half the year, and even the penguins are thinking, why did God make them Antarctic? Now imagine you are a doctor who has to look after the health of scientists. No hot beaches for you, only icy beaches and polar bears as neighbors. Jerry Nielsen, a doctor at the Amundsen Scott Station in Antarctica. She's there to look after the health of the scientists, not thinking she's going to get into the most icy mess herself. She finds herself in this snowy wilderness where minus 70 degrees is just that, a light breeze. Seriously, she has to wear more layers of clothing than you have teeth to keep warm in any way. But what's going on? Jerry discovers she has symptoms that suggest she may have breast cancer. And here's the problem. She's at the furthest point on the planet, and the most competent oncologist on the station is a penguin who treats his congeners with trout. Jerry, of course, suspects the worst and turns to his colleagues. They join forces and, as if it were a science fiction movie, establish a satellite link with oncologists in the US. They advise her to urgently biopsy the inflamed tissue. The station's residents help her perform the biopsy using all their scientific talents, perhaps even a microscope from the school lab. The test results confirmed the worst fears. Next came the most interesting part, evacuation. They waited a month for the weather to become normal, which in their case meant not minus 50 degrees. While the penguins were building the runway, Jerry was probably living on coffee and hope. When the plane finally lands and takes Jerry to Chile, she undergoes emergency chemotherapy and is slowly on the mend. Jerry is now fully healthy and continues to work as a doctor. So friends, this story is about how being a doctor is not just about the health of others, but also about your own survival. So the next time you feel like complaining about your job, think of Jerry Nielsen and say to yourself, well, at least I'm not in Antarctica.